So there's always something to be thankful for. There's always something to be thankful for in every day. There's always something to be thankful for. There's always something to be grateful for. Even if you don't always feel like it, even if you don't always see it, there's always something to be thankful or grateful for. Um, I mean, other people don't have to like you. Other people don't have to accept you. Other people don't have to really, get what you get or really see things the way you see them. But I mean, at the end of the day, how you see yourself and how you value yourself and love yourself and respect yourself and your boundaries, your needs, and what you have to do means everything. Um, but I mean, not everybody's gonna believe what you believe either. But or really accept what you believe either. But I mean, nobody really has to accept it. You don't really have to accept what they believe either. Should you be respectful about it? Yes, you should be respectful about it. But anyways, I just wanted to I wanted to really come on and talk about cancel culture because I got called out for being my friend my ex friend who. An ex-friend I was hanging with who's actually Cuban, he's Cuban or has Cuban, ancestry, basically called me out for being white because I don't like cancel culture. I'm speaking against cancel culture. He's calling me out. He's calling me out basically for being white, or wants to try to call me out for being white because he basically said that just means you're white because you don't like cancel culture and stuff like that. But it doesn't necessarily have to be, so characterized by the color of people's skin and stuff either for not liking cancel culture. I think there's some black people that don't like cancel culture either, and there's black people out there that don't like how the black community runs things or does things either. You don't have to be white or black to not like how something, how not specifically like how something is going or how something is simply wrong with America or wrong with how you feel things are wrong with certain views and things like that. And I didn't really say I don't like cancel culture because of a racist way. I just said I don't like cancel culture because I don't think we should be banning our America's literature. I can't say literature, but America's books, I don't feel like we should be banning some of America's books, but yet there's been books and things banned by cancel culture and this cancel culture stuff. There's been books and things banned from schools and libraries and stuff because people feel, indifferently about stuff and people feel indifferently about the words spoken or the topic spoken in a writer's book that, books and things are getting banned because of topics and things that are being shared within those books. And I mean, obviously you can put an age restriction on people, maybe put an age restriction on people and say, well, you can't read this until you're a certain age. I mean, they do it on movies, they don't always ban movies. I mean, sometimes they do ban movies, but that's really rare. I mean, normally they put age restrictions on things so people of a certain age can't, get a hold of them or not, parental guidelines to make sure that people there's a guideline to make sure that people don't, under a certain age don't read the book or don't, watch the movie or etc. But to ban it totally, I mean, I can see, I can see why people don't want people in schools to really read certain things, because I know in certain subject matters and things that there are some subject matters and things within books, especially in some of the banned books like Toni Morrison and stuff like that some of the subject matter and stuff about what Toni Morrison talked about and Alice Walker, Toni Morrison, Alice Walker, and stuff like that. Basically, some of their subject matter is kind of not appropriate for people, like who are 10 years old and are going there in high school and stuff. It's not really appropriate for people to just be, subject to, I mean, obviously with anything, I think there should be, I don't want to say restrictions, but guidelines on what people can read and when, maybe not like restrict our media and stuff like that or restrict anything, but that's the thing about America. America's kind of gone into this cancel culture type of way where we're kind of canceling out different things about culture and different things about America and America's history, whether they feel it was racist or not racist, or whether they feel it was just something about a subject matter that they weren't okay with, that somebody had written. And we're canceling out all this stuff that's part of America's culture and all and part of America's history, basically, and culture and things like that. That there were different things about the history, whether it's good or bad. We're taking things and we're kind of canceling it out like it never existed. And really, we should still kind of have it in our history to learn from it. We should still have it in the history to learn from it and learn from the situation and learn from things, instead of just canceling it out and then having it banned, from America and society. I think we really should be learning from different things that we try to ban and we try to silence. It's kind of like when people try to silence people for things that they do. And not even really just things that they do, but people try to silence people and cancel them out because of things that have happened. Because of things that have happened and stuff, people are getting canceled out and silenced because people don't agree with what's being spoken or what's being said, so people are getting canceled out, and in this kind of cancel culture type of life. And people's art is getting canceled because people don't like so the subject matter of the art or the certain words that are spoken in the art and the music and stuff. But I don't like some words that are spoken in black music. I don't like I'm sorry to tell people. I think it's a two-way street. If white people can't say certain words within like music or within books and things, if they can't say certain words or express certain things as a writer and as a publisher, then I don't think the black community should really be doing it either. I don't care if the word was adopted to just say, as a word of friendship or brotherly love or etc. I don't think the black community should be getting away with saying certain things either. I think it should be a two-way street, So, I don't really, really agree with cancel culture. I believe people have a right to their opinions. I believe people have a right to a different opinion. I believe people have a right to a different opinion of belief. I think people have a right to a different opinion of belief, and people have a different way of being able to express that belief and stuff when it comes to things and subject matters and things and stuff like that. But just to cancel somebody out in this cancel culture stuff, if you support cancel culture, then you support the banning of the cultural books and stuff that people are trying so hard to fight for to be put on the shelves because they feel it's a cultural book and it's a cultural matter. That cancel culture is so broad and so broadly spectrum that it also goes into our cancel culture of our books too, and some of our cultural books and some of the cultural and the books that get put on the shelves and school libraries and stuff like that. So if you support cancel culture, you also support the banning of books and how those books play a big part on the shaping and history of America and stuff like that. So I'm not a really big fan of cancel culture. I'm not a big fan of canceling somebody out because they have a different of opinion or something bad happens to them and it puts them in a bad light. Something bad could happen to anybody. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily guilty or at fault. Just because they're, something bad happened to somebody and they're seen in a bad light doesn't mean that they're really guilty of something until proven so. So, if they're not proven to be guilty and stuff, why cancel them out? But people go so far with this cancel culture stuff and cancel culture and stuff like that I don't really believe in cancel culture. I believe in the cultural aspect of the arts and stuff, but I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't believe that some of the far left or the left or whatever you want to call them are basically doing with the cancel culture, and so how they go about some things with their beliefs as far as being outspoken about how they feel and stuff, and they're protesting and how the protesting can be escalative, and I feel some type of way about how America has been going, and I'm not 100% up to par and really good with it. I'm happy to be an American citizen. I'm happy to be part of America. My ancestry came here as immigrants too. My ancestry, the Italians, came here as immigrants too. So, celebrating or speaking up for somebody, for being an immigrant or coming to America is not necessarily a problem. It's not necessarily something to be frowned upon, because America was made up of immigrants and from Italy, Russia, and all these other places. America was originally formed from immigration, so especially in New York. So I don't think it should be really looked down upon that other people from other countries want to come to America either. But some of the leftist views and things when it comes to cancel culture and stuff, I just don't agree with. It's one of the reasons why I don't really like the left, but I think it's more than just the left's problem too. I think it's also the right, because I also think the Republicans also want to cancel some of the stuff too. So, the left wants to cancel some stuff for the Republicans, and the Republicans want to cancel some stuff for the Democrats and stuff. So it doesn't matter which side you're on. It's all kind of part of a really big, mind game, and just really kind of a big situation where, cancel culture is very prevalent, and I really don't agree with how society is doing it. But obviously some of my artists and heroes got some of their songs canceled out because they had some words and some things said in it and stuff too that people didn't agree with. But the black community has those same words in their songs too, and even if it's seen as a term of endearment, it's still the same word or similar to the same word, even though it's said maybe slightly differently. It's still the same word that they're saying, So it's like our same words that they're saying are same speech. So if the white community is getting, attacked for their art and for their things about what they have to say, so should the black community. The black community should really be censored and stuff too. And as a matter of fact, the black community is censored, because I know for a fact, in a way too, the black community gets censored when it comes to like the editing of their music and stuff, because certain households don't want people listening to the swear words and stuff that come out of people's mouths. So I know they are subject to editing and stuff too, and I guess there could be an editing version of different songs and stuff too for the white community, but people that haven't even gone there, people are just like cancel culture, and it's just absolutely ridiculous that I'm not somebody who believes in cancel culture when it comes to our art and society. If it makes me a white person, to people of culture, then I don't know what to tell them, because I am a white person, and I've accepted being white, I've accepted that nothing's going to change the color of my skin, and I'm going to be a white person, and I have to live with, how a white person's going to be treated and stuff, and, the white person, and stuff like that, but nothing's going to change that. I've accepted that I'm white, and it's not really a problem. It's not really something that I really kind of fear or I'm upset about when it gets thrown in my face anymore, because I'm a white person. People said I try too hard for the black community and stuff. I try too hard to be accepted and try to connect and stuff with the black community and stuff, and try to have an interracial relationship and stuff. That now it's at the point where I'm just accepting my own culture and what I'm about and what I should be about, that really would matter and really would make a difference. So, but I don't believe in cancel culture. Cancel culture is something I don't really believe in. And I don't really believe in people getting canceled and artists getting canceled and how people are just, how things have been going about that. I don't really believe. I think it's really harmful to the culture of America. I think it's really harmful to the art of America. I think it's really harmful to the free speech of America, where people's opinions and values and things, where they will grow and they will prosper, to have a free mind and try to have a mind that will grow and blossom into, more of a creative mindset, that it's kind of doing a lot more harm to that mindset and stuff to have a cancel culture situation go on and stuff like that. But anyways, my phone's about to die. I just wanted to say that. I hope this makes sense, but I don't believe in cancel culture. I believe, I'm a beat poet. And I believe in, the beat poets. And the beat poets were some of the first people to speak out against cancel culture and stuff. They were some of the first people to speak out against their art being kind of banned in America and stuff by cancel culture. And they kind of changed American history and the course of American literature and stuff when it came to all that, And as a beat poet, I really do stand behind that, and I stand behind what had happened in the history for them to really make a difference in America. So, I don't know, but I'm going to get offline. There may be a part 2 to this. I don't even know. Maybe just leave it at this. So, anyways, just wanted to get that off my chest. Peace.